All right, we're live.
Real live.
First ever.
First time, yes.
First time. Number one. Show number one. Here we go. Welcome to the, we thought of everything except the name of the
This no-name show.
This is a show about ping pong, as our friend Gene Goldsmith said a minute ago. Show about bowling for the Greater Tyler USBC members and those that like to bowl and like to hang out with bowlers. I don't know who that would be.
They love me.
Yeah.
And you.
Not so much.
But this is what it's all about, our members.
That's right. We thought of everything but a name, so
maybe we can get some help, feedback, please.
Help us out here.
Yeah, we need a name.
We need a name.
Yeah, we're the no-name guys.
That's right. It's either Brad and Terry or Terry and Brad or Terry and Brad bowling, or we like to, gosh, man, it's just, the ideas of a name are endless.
Yeah, we need some help.
All right, so let's get right into it. What do you think?
I agree. All
right, so the first ever show, we got a little bit of an agenda. The first thing we're going to do is talk about some honor scores for the past couple of months. Terry, you got some names over there?
Yeah, I sure do. Well, Danny Lilly.
You skipped the first guy.
Where?
We had this conversation before we went on because neither one of us is 100% sure how to pronounce the name. So I was trying to set Terry up to mispronounce it.
It had your initials by his name, so I thought that was just you.
Okay, so anybody in Longview that happens to be watching, I apologize if I screw the name up. Bruce Bronsema or Bronsema.
Yeah, we'd love to have some help on that too.
Yeah.
Give us a call.
Yes,
please.
Yes. Send us a text and let us know. Oh, we got a comment, but send us a text and let us know. So
November 18th, 300.
That's right. First ever sanctioned 300. Don't know if he had a non-sanctioned one or not, but we know it's his first sanctioned 300.
Well, that can happen. I know a guy that shot his first 300 unsanctioned.
Was it you?
I thought that was me.
Oh,
yeah, that was me.
I can tell you, I've never had an unsanctioned 300.
Really?
Never. I've had lots of sanctioned 300s.
Just playing around?
Never.
Oh, okay. Never. Wow. Man, that's crazy.
And I had 7 300s before I ever shot a 299.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well let's move on. Danny Lilly.
More boring stuff.
Hey, yeah.
Andy's watching. Howdy, Andy. Is this a hard and outside combo? Hey, that's there's a name. There's a name thought right there.
That come from Andy?
Came from Andy Pat right there.
Wow.
Thanks, Andy.
All
right. Danny Lilly had a couple of 300s over in Longview. Did you already say that?
Yeah, I don't know if he's first and second or third and fourth or I don't know, but congratulations on that. 2 of them.
11-24 and 119. Luke Pache.
Yeah.
On the 5th of January. And here's the cool one, though. Ken Messer, who's been bowling for probably 30 years, shot his first ever 800 on, what day was that? January 26th. Had a 300 in that 806 series.
I tell you, 300s, when you're in that category, 300s are not that hard to come by, but 800s are. It is tough to shoot an 800. You've got to be on your game.
You're rubbing it in, aren't you?
Sort of.
I never had one. 793.
Really? 793. Wow.
With a 200, with a 289 and a 300. Never shot 793. 793 is the highest. So, all right. Another cool thing about what happened at Oil Bowl here in the last couple of months. Dalton Autry. Autry won. He won 2 first place brackets back on January 26th.
What did he win?
$25.
I think it was 25, 50.
Not too bad. All right, so
way to go, Dalton.
Another first. A lot of firsts on this first episode ever of this no-named bowling show.
And this is all after the first of the year. Something's crazy. Something in the water. Something in the something.
Tyler Cooper had his first ever sanctioned 300 at Kilgore on the 2nd of February. So, you know what I forgot to say? We have a little video clip. I'm going to apologize for the audio because it may not be real good, but we got a clip of the 300s that have been shot Not all of them, but I think there's about 6 guys on there. So let's
take a look.
Let's
Take a
run that
look.
real quick. The behind the scenes.
We're looking for a new
stuff
production
is
assistant.
Really
Yeah.
bad.
So if you know anybody,
He is really bad.
we're hiring.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, nice shot.
I don't know if you can hear the music or not.
Hey, I know this guy, yeah. Look at Ricky go. Oh, yeah. Is that all of you?
It's long.
Oh, walk it out.
Second 300 of the year.
There we go.
Good job, Danny.
This bridge here.
Yeah, first ever for him anyway.
Oh, yeah. Mike Wallace.
But it's your first 300 of Brooklyn for the number 12 strike.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it on my second. Left hand action going on. Nice shot there, Tyler.
All right.
Way to go. Congratulations, guys.
All right, so that's what they look like. Green Acres, we didn't talk about it, but Mike Wallace, that was his first ever.
That was his
300.
first ever.
Chris Burns,
First
first
is.
ever.
Wow, man, this is craziness. Not only in Tyler, but Longview and Kilgore.
Let's talk about something that's really crazy, though. If you know Tanya Voisin,
I do.
she's
Yeah.
she's a little petite thing.
A little petite thing.
She picked up the 710 split in Tyler last week. So her new name is now no longer Tanya. It is now Tonaya. Tonaya. Rhymes with Shania.
Way to go. Way to go. 710 split. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. All right. So this is the part of the show I like the best because my name's mentioned not once, but twice.
Wow.
Wow.
You know who wrote the notes?
Yeah. So recent events, we had the Northeast Texas Singles, first ever
Yeah.
on the 5th of December.
Had a big turnout.
Great.
Humongous turnout.
It was here at Green Acres. We filled it up, 48 entries. And the cool thing is we had entries as far away as Odessa. We had entries from Louisiana and from all over East Texas. And the winners were from Fort Worth, but the top 8, they were from all over.
All over.
So, and in case you don't know, Keith Arsenault from Fort Worth and his wife, Barbara Arsenault from Fort Worth, they actually came in first and second. So,
You know, there's one good thing about that tournament, Brad, that you want to happen when you do your first tournament is turn people away.
that's right.
We had to turn people away this
We
time.
had to turn.
So we're increasing the numbers on the next one.
Yep. March the 20th, we'll have another singles tournament, and that's going to be increased to a maximum field of 60. So,
Because you don't want to turn people away when you have a tournament. There's no doubt about that.
and it's a shame because the reason that he's bringing this up so much is
Yeah.
because one of the we had to turn 2 away, 2 people,
Two people away.
two
Yeah,
people away. One of them is sitting to my right, your left,
right here.
right.
Yeah.
His truly,
Somebody wanted a bowl. They
Terry.
drove in from out of town. They didn't have a spot.
Terry graciously gave up his spot.
Yeah,
so
I bowed out.
and I will say that Terry, he didn't give up his spot and leave. He gave up his spot and continued to volunteer and work in the tournament, helped us out immensely, along with Monique Hebert and Carol Beggs. So it was a great tournament. Everybody that bowled, we appreciate it. Come back and bowl again in March. Run down the winners or the top 8. Keith and Barbara Arsenault came in first and second. That $1,500 went to one family. I'm sure if it's like my family, the $1,500 went straight to Barbara.
Barbara. Exactly. And I tell you, there was some big time trash talk between those two.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they were able to ride in the same car home. That's a long trip to Fort Worth.
That's a long trip.
Bill Cooper, Ken Messer, Cooper Kennington, Tyler Cooper, Tim Colton, and Terry Jackson all placed in the top 8.
What's up with the Coopers?
I know it's too many Coopers.
Too many Coopers there.
They're going
What's
to charge a
going on?
surcharge for Coopers
Yeah.
for the next tournament. If your last
Exactly.
name or first name is Cooper. So, all right. Also in January, we had the 7th East Texas Clash.
7th. Has it been that many?
That's been
Wow.
7.
7.
So here's how it works. You get you basically low man gets knocked out every round. You throw the first time you come up, you throw it's like a 10th frame, and then low score is knocked out, and then you throw one ball. Low man's knocked out. Low man's knocked out, and it's you start with 16 or 18 people, and you work your way down to 2. It's pretty difficult to get all the way to top 2.
It is difficult.
Real difficult. I mean, there's not many people that have gotten that far down to bowling for the title.
No, not at all.
Not many.
Um,
Who bowled for the title?
You not only bowled for the title, you won.
But I won with the 179. So
Well, the lane conditions were tough that night. I will say they were very tough. But you had an opponent, Joseph Mitchum. Man, he gave you all you wanted and then some.
I think it was what was the final score? 179 to 174.
179, 172, 174. It was close, very
It was
close.
close.
So
Both of us left-handers. The final 4, there were 3 left-handers.
what's up with that? If 3 of the last 4.
Yeah. And probably the guy that should have been in the top 2, Andy, he threw. It's all it takes. One bad ball.
All I know from what did he go out in the 4th or 5th, maybe 6th round?
He went. No, he went out. There were 4 of us left.
Oh.
He was
He was way down.
way down.
All he threw all night was strikes.
Yep.
One bad toss.
One
One bad toss. I think he was distracted, and I understand that.
But hey, when you're in this competitive condition, you've got to focus. You've got to tune out all distractions.
But you don't know what he was distracted about.
Yes, I do.
And I'm not going there, but
Nope.
yeah. So, but yeah, we got you, Andrew. I got you covered, buddy. I got you covered.
If you were there, on that cool Tuesday night, you know.
Yeah.
What? Chris Hood shot a 298 in Longview. Walden Longview. Oh. Andy says, thanks for the reminder. You are more than welcome.
That's what we're here for.
That's right.
Trying to cheer you up on a Friday afternoon. This is Friday, isn't it?
This is Friday.
Yeah, is it March? Oh,
February.
no, February. Oh, wow.
It's
Yeah.
Valentine's weekend, so.
Ooh-wee.
All right, so we talked about the East Texas Clash. We did not talk about the Mary Broyles tournament over in Longview. They've been having that tournament for like 30 years.
30 years
I've only
plus.
bowled it one time. Have you ever bowled in it?
I've never bowled in it. But, I heard that this year, or this last past tournament, for some reason, the lane conditions are very easy. I don't know. That's just what I heard through the grapevine.
You're probably right.
But would you want to go through, let's see,
Well, pick your poison.
pick my poison?
Yeah, sure.
The team winners, Just Friends, out of Longview.
Yep. Don't know who they are,
Congratulations.
but
Yeah.
they were the winners.
I'm not, yeah. And the doubles winners.
Who-
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Is this a misprint?
No.
Monique Abear and Brad Hall.
That's right.
Yours truly, right here.
Right here.
Oh, man.
Got the jacket to prove it. Right there.
But
I'm wearing the jacket right there.
yeah,
Wearing the colors.
I don't know if I'll mention this or not, but from what I heard, Monique carried you.
Second game she did. First game she struggled a bit. We'll say she didn't give up. I'm not going to give her first game score because that's just not.
She was just setting it
Right.
up. She's just setting it up.
What her plan was to get everybody that we were all of our opponents way overconfident.
And she did that.
She did.
And she
Because
did that.
they saw that now. Well, those guys are out.
Yeah.
And then she comes back to the second game and shoots a 235.
Well, if you know Monique, and some of you may not, but we do. She bowls a low score and she just gets fired up. I mean, she just gets fired up, and here she comes, boom, boom, boom. So those last 2 games, she lit it up,
She did.
brought her and Brad to the win. I mean,
I did shoot 714, so
7-14.
haven't shot a 7 since. All right, so the singles men winner, Steve McBride out of Frisco.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Singles women, Judy Haas out of Abilene. Drove all the way from Abilene. And this has been 2020 has been and still remains a very challenging year because of the coronavirus. A lot of tournaments have reduced players. I think that tournament did have a lower turnout. but it was still a good turnout.
But the thing is a lot of these people are traveling they're traveling longer distance than normal just because there's not tournaments in their local area.
That's true.
So they're driving from an Abilene to a Longview just to bowl. So yeah, thanks for coming all that way. Wow.
And I will say this, Trey and the whole crew in Longview put on excellent tournaments. They do it.
You can't say enough about Trey. I mean,
Nope.
Those guys over there, they do it and they do it right. So there you go. All right, who do we have for men's all events?
Hey, Stacy.
Hey,
All right, men's all events. Gerald Marable out of Athens and his wife also won women's all events. So there's quite the bowling couple right there.
something
Jesse.
going on over there in Athens. What is it? I don't
Something in the
know.
water.
Something go over and figure it out and find out.
Yep.
All right,
Import some of that water to Tyler.
you got that right. Moving on. East Texas Clash,
Weather permitting.
weather permitting.
Going to be cold Monday.
Man,
Weather
I wasn't going to go there, but I'm gonna keep this show clean. It's supposed to get cold.
Yeah, colder than a well digger's.
Yeah. But next
Yeah.
Tuesday, after the Maple League,
Yeah.
East Texas Clash, we're going to be rolling the rock.
That's right. If we can put it on here again, it's a one ball event. Low man's knocked out. You don't have to bowl the Maple League to bowl in it.
You don't have to.
You don't have to bowl anything. It's a sanctioned
You
event.
just show up.
Just
We usually get through about 9 to 9:30. Show up, get started.
Yep.
Man, we have a lot of fun.
That's a lot. Yeah.
It's just a blast.
And whoa.
Oh man.
And the trash talk is live and well during the
Well,
Texas Clash.
going back to your win last time.
That awesome 179.
Yeah. Well, trash talk was
It
active.
It was. A lot of distractions.
The thing is about it, that's his uncharacteristics for Joseph. But he lit it up.
Yeah,
And
it was.
I think that's what kept him in the game between that and his matching shirt and socks.
In fact, had he won, I would have filed a complaint with the USBC because the socks were definitely a distraction, in my opinion. Andy was distracted because of something that was going on a couple of pairs down, which was distracting.
Yeah. And
But anyway,
all right,
moving on.
moving on. This is only a 30-minute show.
How far in are we?
Oh,
What time is it now? Seems like we've been going, 2 hours? Oh, no. Okay, so Texas State USBC Masters is coming to Tyler. I don't know that they've ever had the men's event here
to Tyler.
in Tyler.
Wow. Thanks, Andrew.
Way to go.
Way to pull it in, baby.
It's
Yeah.
26th and 27th of February. The women's Bluebonnet Queens has been here.
Uh-huh.
I think it was here about 30 years ago.
Well, we're definitely glad to have it back.
Going to say one thing. Dorothy Johnson is going to bowl in that because that will make her 25th Bluebonnet Queens
Wow.
to have bowled in.
Wow, Dorothy.
And that's pretty cool
Great.
because she's going to get it in her home house.
Yeah,
So
that is awesome.
that's a scratch tournament, and you can still enter. I know that we have entry forms here in Tyler. I don't know about Longview, but if you need an entry form, shoot us a note here. We'll hook you up.
Yeah. Well, we got them online?
They have them on their website. Their website is
Their website.
texasbowling.com, but it may be too late to get it downloaded and mailed in. You may have to expedite it somehow.
Yeah. Well,
Bluebonnet Queens last year, a professional PWBA bowler won it, Diana Zabulova. Don't know if she's going to bowl this year, but
nice.
what did I pronounce it right?
Yeah.
I did.
Nice.
I've tried to say it as fast as possible, so in case I mispronounced it,
Pretty smooth. Oh, smoothie.
that's what they call me,
Yeah. All right.
Mr. Smooth.
Okay.
March the 20th. The
Winter singles. Yeah.
You going to bowl that?
I'm going to bowl it this time.
Okay.
Unless I have to give up my spot to somebody else.
We have 61,
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have to give up my spot again, because if we have 61 people to show up and I got to bow out, I'll do it. Yeah,
it's
for the greater of.
it's one day. It's a fun
Yeah.
event.
Action packed. I mean,
It
This
is,
is- this was kind of what it's all about. One day, drive in, take the money home, and go home.
And where else can you invest $75 with the chance to win $1,000 and have a great time bowling 6 games with some of the better bowlers in the East Texas and even further out? We got some bowlers from Louisiana, West Texas coming in. You know, some of these guys are good.
Oh, they're real good. They're real good.
And girls.
And girls, as we saw that last time.
So far, we have entries from Odessa. We got an entry from Little Rock.
Really?
Guess who that is?
Who?
Austin.
Austin's coming in?
Yeah.
Way to go, Austin.
Yeah. Of
Great.
course, the defending champions of the Northeast Texas singles tournament is Barbara and Keith Arsenault from Fort Worth, and they are going to be here to defend their title. So our job is going to be to knock them out.
I'd love to do that.
You know, the only thing bad about calling it a singles tournament, I cannot tell you how many times I've had to answer the question, do you have to be single to bowl in this tournament? I don't get it.
Man.
It's a singles tournament. No, you don't have to be single.
What kind of questions do they ask on a doubles tournament?
I don't know.
Oh. I don't
Never
know.
done a doubles tournament. We need to do one of those.
Yeah, we can do that too.
All right, so the we used to call this the city tournament, but now that we have Longview, Tyler, and Kilgore all under one umbrella, we get to call it Greater Tyler USBC Championship Tournament.
Championship tournament.
And that's 2 weekends in April, 17th and 18th, 24th and 25th. This will be our 80th. 80th.
2 squads a day.
Did you bowl the first one?
No, but I knew a guy that did. Oh, wow. The very first one.
Yeah.
What year was that?
1940.
1940. There you go.
It would have been the 80th last year. The coronavirus caused us to
Yeah.
have to cancel it, so it's the 80th
Yeah.
this year. So it's
We're
going to
picking up right where we left off.
throw us off a year from now on. Maybe we could do 2 in 1 year so we can pick back up.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, we can handle that.
The coolest thing about this is the Greater Tyler USBC Association adding $2,000, too large, to the prize fund.
Yeah,
So that's that right there is worth the price of admission.
that's right. So there's no reason not to bowl in this tournament.
Nope.
The money's good.
You know the biggest reason we hear for not bowling?
What?
I didn't know anything about it.
Didn't know anything about it. Well, this is what this right here
Right.
is all about.
That's right.
We're getting the word out to our members about all of our tournaments. And, 1 year, or maybe more than 1 year, probably several years, we had banners up,
Oh yeah.
big banners. And people still said they didn't know anything about it. And I'm like,
We have
man,
a 60-inch TV behind the counter up here.
rolling constantly 24/7.
Yeah.
And they still don't know anything about it. I'm like, do you guys not look up when you're bowling? Do you not see these banners that we put up? But hopefully this year we'll have a bigger turnout.
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
And I talked to Trey earlier today, and he did tell me they're having a singles tournament in May at the Oil Bowl in Longview. It is the ASBT, Arkansas Scratch Bowlers Tour. Now, no, they're not lost. It is the Arkansas Scratch Bowlers Tour. They're coming to Texas. They're branching out, so to speak. He's hosted this before, but he's doing it again. The Seniors Bowl on a Saturday. It's a one-day event. One day and you're done. You don't come back on a Sunday to finish. And then the Sunday tournament is the regular folks, not the seniors. And
I
that's
like-
at the Oil Bowl.
I like those one-day tournaments.
I do too.
In and out, in and out.
Yep. Get paid that night. It's a blast. So we didn't have anybody give us any ideas for, hold on a second. Hold on. What happened here? I missed this.
Oh,
Joe finally won the men's. Won the men's what?
feedback.
Feedback. Oh, and Stacy answered the question to, is Diana going to bowl the Blue Bonnet Queens? So she is coming to Tyler to defend her title.
She is.
So
Exciting
that-
news.
That's great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stacy. I'm glad you talked to her. It's good to know you're connected. Obviously, much better than the hosts of this program. Only people we know bowl here. So, all right.
Come on, help us out with the name, everybody.
No ideas? I mean,
Yeah.
Brad and Terry's just
Yeah,
Terry and Brad. That's
Yeah,
just kind of boring.
yeah. We're just gonna stay with that till we get a name. So somebody help us out. What else we have? Is that it? Man,
Boy, 30 minutes goes fast. Doesn't it?
you got that right.
Okay, so we do need a little feedback. This is our first time to ever do this, obviously. If you can't tell by the production quality or the people that are behind the camera or the people that are in front of the camera, then you got some real problems, because this is our first time to ever do anything remotely like this. What started this is during the Clash, on a whim.
On a whim. I mean,
It really was on a whim.
on a whim.
Terry grabbed an iPhone and started videoing, and he was doing play-by-play of Joseph and me in the final game. I mean, it was like Jack Buck was here. I mean, it was incredible. Terry missed his calling. He should have been an announcer, a sports announcer, maybe football, maybe baseball, maybe
you want it now? Oh, I'm sorry. We still on?
pickleball. That you missed. You would be a perfect pickleball announcer.
Pickleball?
Pickleball. Ever heard of it?
What is that? Pickleball.
It's like a miniature tennis or a maximum ping pong. It's like that's the best way I can describe
You
it.
hit it with a paddle?
Yeah, I never have played it. But hold on. Who's this? Diamond and Silk. Who said that? Oh, that's your wife. I didn't
Interesting.
realize you wore silk.
Every day. Wow. Thanks, honey. Appreciate that.
All right.
Well,
That's that. Unless
You
got
know,
anything else.
that's one good reason to maybe show up Tuesday night to the Clash, because we're going to have the cameras rolling.
Yep.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
going to have
just
a blast.
This is just a preview of what if the Clash happens. Because if you saw the other side of this camera today, we've got cameras that we're not using today because we didn't really know what we had, and we plan to make them all a part of really any bowling event that we have. We may have,
Where did we get 10 cameras at?
I don't know.
I didn't even know I owned that many. Some of them yours. I mean, I don't know where they just showed
I had a
up.
couple. I mean, the one we're using, I actually purchased.
Yeah.
But then we found out that some of the older cameras laying around would work. So
We're going to have it fired up Tuesday night, if weather permitting. Be here, Clash.
if you don't bowl on Tuesday, come up anyway. If you just bowl on Thursday, come up on Tuesday. If you can, I mean, don't risk your life to come up here and bowl in that event. But it is a lot of fun.
I'm thinking maybe my Tuesday night teammates' wife will let him stay late.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not on your team.
he's scared over all. That's all I got to say.
Artie?
All right.
I guess when you get 60 and you have a thought, if you don't say it immediately, it leaves.
Do we need to rewind a little bit?
I had a
Will that
thought,
help?
and it was something to do with the
Yeah.
Clash. It's a lot of fun. Oh, I know what it was. Came to me. Truth in Advertising, yes, I did win the last one. But you have also won the Clash.
Have we had a double winner?
We've had, Cooper has won it twice,
Cooper Kennington.
and he's the only one. And, he speaking of wives that wanted him to come home, but he did have a previous engagement.
Yeah.
Because we gave him some pretty good grief.
But the one of his wins, to follow up on that a little bit, a 2-time winner, he just real lucky last shot. Yeah.
Really? I don't remember. I was
Yeah.
here. I don't remember.
Yeah, he. I think even his opponent bowed out on the 10th frame with an open, or something crazy like that. So he got pretty lucky on one of those wins, but that's okay.
I think
Luck's
he's
part
won.
of this game.
Has he not won? I think he's won twice.
I believe so. Yeah.
Dan Hutchins won once.
Yeah.
You've won.
Yeah.
Did Gene win one?
No, that's the one I'm talking
Oh, that's the
about.
one that. Okay, so Cooper's won. Maybe. Yeah. I'm leaving somebody. Andy. Did Andy win one?
No.
Nope.
No.
He has never bowled it all the way through.
Yeah.
So interesting. All right. So if you can come out and see us on Tuesday after Maple League. It's a lot of fun, and like the whole thing is over in an hour.
Oh, very quick.
Yeah, it's quick.
Very quick. Most of the guys, well, I can't stay that late. I got to get home. I got to get up early.
Yep.
Yeah. An hour, we've done everything we need to do and hand out the money and gone. So, we're in good shape.
That's right.
When are we on again?
About a month.
About a month?
Yeah, I'm not sure Friday's the best day to do it, but we'll figure that out. We'll make sure that it.
Yeah. We'll let everybody know.
Yeah. This like I said, this was our first time through on this, and really trying to get an idea of how to do it. What's the best way? Any ideas? Shoot us a note.
We're all ears.
Yeah, this is for the benefit of the bowlers in the greater East Texas area. That's all I got, Terry, unless you got something else.
That's all I got, man.
Peace. Stay warm this weekend, and we will see you soon.
Keep rolling that rock.